The Lords. This is the Lords of Logic on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
We're right back. This is the Lords of Logic. It's 29 minutes past 2 p.m. on the clock. My name is Joyce, and I have quite a few messages worth reading off of Instagram Live. And Gela says, it is the God-given right of the oppressed to break free of the oppressor. So guess why I'm having this topic? Because I've realized many oppressed do not know that they have a right to break free from oppression. That's why I decided to have this conversation on WhatsApp. A gentleman here, MI from Akoka, he's saying, signatures of oppressors, you say, strips you of your human agency, makes you feel unworthy, you hate yourself, cuts you off from power, from your power sources or support system, teaches you to systematically be hopeless or teaches you systematic hopelessness, the futility of fighting back, weaponizes your own resources or advantages against you, makes ordinary things look like a favor done. Am I from Akoka? Look, that's a beautiful one. Makes ordinary things a favor. Absolutely. That's a narcissist right there. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. The mentality of the oppressed on Nigeria Info. Good afternoon. Sorry I lost you. Sorry, it's not so clear. Nigeria Info, my name's Joyce. What's your name? The Lords of Logic, welcome to the show. What is your name, my friend?
I'm Michael from Congo.
It's good to have you on the Lords of Logic. You want to tell us what you think about the mindset of the oppressor?
I think it's manipulation, narcissism, sadism, and coercion. Coercion, yes.
Okay. Now, someone said that it's the responsibility of the oppressed to break free from the oppressor. Are there any circumstances where the oppressed should endure oppression?
Sorry?
I'm sorry, you probably wouldn't hear me. Your background's so noisy. Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Welcome to the Lords of Logic. My name is Joyce. What's your name? Can you hear us?
Hello?
Nigeria Info, the sunny side. What's your name?
My name is Pastor Dr. Harrison.
It's good to have you here. Thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah, to the topic on board.
The psychology of the oppressor.
It's very, very mature. But sometimes we want to thank God for bringing out a topic such at this time of our country, Nigeria. But let's rule that out. That is what is playing on ground. You see, the oppressor is a manipulator, a trickster, only bound to your weak point so that it will continue to subjugate you to whatsoever to his advantage and make you inferior. And that is just what it is. And we need to watch out of what is going on now, because I heard we are preparing for election. These are what they use in holding the community or the society down.
Fair.
In doing what we want to do. Thank you very much for this program.
Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate. Bless you too. The sunny side, Nigeria Info. Someone is asking on Instagram Live. It says, what if you have the right but you don't have the means at the moment? So I guess you're asking a question for victims or oppressed. You say, what if they have a right but they don't have a means to redeem themselves from oppression? Anybody can help with an answer to that? We're Nigeria Info. What's your name?
Good afternoon. I'm Jerry from
Welcome, lady. Good to have you here. Go ahead.
I'd like to shed light to this with
Honey, we don't have all the time on the clock. Believe me. Go ahead.
So I have this friend. She's male, and I'm female. 7 years older than me.
How many years?
One day we were supposed to run errands.
How many years older than you? 7 years. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. We were supposed to run errands, and that day I wasn't feeling too good.
Okay.
And so I definitely had an attitude. I had my earphones on, and we were walking on the road, and he was trying to tell me something, but because I had earphones on, I couldn't hear him. And then in the middle of the street, he pulled off my earphones and nagged me. I wasn't going to take that. But I knew I couldn't get physical with him.
Okay.
He would definitely beat me to stupor. So what I did was that I took the earphones off, what he wanted, right? and then I didn't give him what he wanted. The end to that means I didn't give him. He wanted
Was
the
your
conversation.
attention? Yeah, he wanted your attention.
Yeah, he wanted my attention. Yeah.
Okay.
Because I had earphones on, I couldn't pay attention. Now I had the earphones off, and
you chose
wasn't
not to pay.
conversating with him.
And you
And I
chose not
chose
to.
not to pay attention. I was mute for like an hour.
Oh.
Like almost like one errand, I was mute. And he was like, so someone cannot talk to you again. Someone cannot talk to you again. So like an oppressor would oppress you if you would take it. They know if you would take it.
Okay. Thank you. Your line is so bad, but you did try. We got all the message out of you. Thank you very much for calling, lady. He says an oppressor will oppress you if they know you'll take it. Who's with us on WhatsApp?
Daddy K from Apapa. He says, signature of the oppressor. Fear, arrogance, lie and deceit, threat and coercion. Unnecessary favor, manipulation, trickster, and blackmail.
Unnecessary favors. It's like they're always up to something when they try to do good. I know one on Instagram. Always trying to say, you know you're not this good, yeah? But that's true. Isn't it funny? But you see, how does something like that work? They know you want good. So they get into you by the good that they do. I used to know someone who would give money to people to be liked. That was the first time I saw it play out. She would give people money, and her aim was so that people would just say that they like her. She didn't care to actually be a good person who was honestly liked whether she gave or not. Her strategy was give money. It's like what your politicians do. They'll give you money because they know you'll vote for them. So they give you money. So they don't bother with their quality as, you know, people running for public office. They don't hold themselves accountable. They know you wouldn't hold them accountable. As long as they give you money, you would throw all the parameters that should qualify them into the bin because they've given you money. Then you take the money. Then once they start asking you, why do you vote for this person? You see, then you just make up facts. You know, you kind of cloud your own judgment with non-existent facts because you've collected money. How much is the APC ticket right now? We'll talk about that next week. In the now, the Lords of Logic. My name is Joyce. We're talking about the psychology of the oppressor. We're making it out. So if you're listening and you are the oppressed and you don't know, you might hear something that strikes a chord. The sunny side. My name is Joyce. Turn off the volume of your radio set. What's your name?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good to have you here. Thank you. What's your name?
Yeah. My name is Vicky.
The Lords of Logic. Go ahead. Psychology of the oppressed.
An oppressor is a narcissist and has an arrogant personality.
Arrogant personality.
Yeah, but I want to use a little illustration of something that happened to my daughter 2, 3, or 4 years ago.
Real quick.
She was 2 years old. And we have this pastor of a parish that we attend.
Okay.
He's giant, he's tall, black, dark in complexion, very huge man. So whenever he sees my little daughter, he roars at her. She gets scared and she screams, she shouts, she starts crying, and then I come to take her. He's the pastor. But then I didn't know he was bullying his wife. I didn't know then he was an oppressor at home, and he did a lot of evil at home with his wife and family and his children.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know then because they were covering up because he was a pastor. He was heading the church. Then he was doing this to my daughter for quite some time, and I would just look at it. He would do it like a joke, but it was serious. The wife would tell him, "Stop it! This thing you're doing to this child is not okay." He would say he's just playing. But the girl gets scared whenever he sees him. Yeah. A particular day came when we came for evening program. He did that. As much as he did that, my daughter looked him in the face. The reason he was actually doing that was because he didn't like my closeness to the wife. Because he wanted to separate her from everybody, anybody that would come too close to find out.
How did you manage it?
My daughter? No, that was the day he stopped. The day my daughter looked him in the face. Oh. A little girl of 2 years old. He looked him in the face. He was rolling and my daughter stood up to him. She didn't shake her eyes. And we were all standing there. Oh, he looked him in the face. He was looking at him in the face. He was doing, get out. Get out. He was shouting at her, and the girl was just standing, looking at him. And that was the day. Every one of us, we were clapping for the girl.
Oh,
we
so
say, yes.
What did you learn from that?
I will never, ever fall for an oppressor. Never. When once I notice you are coming for it, I stand up head on, immediately.
The Lord is your shepherd. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. Uche on Instagram Live is saying to me, that unnecessary favor part. It is a way to nudge you to feel like you owe them a favor too, since they have done you one, forgetting that you don't ask them for one. So no, thank you very much, Uche. But you see, the thing is, you don't have to act. You don't have to ask. You have to be willing to receive. So it's like when, we hear some men say, a lady seduced me. No, you don't have to go after the woman. There has to be susceptibility in you to fall. You cannot tempt someone who does not have a susceptibility. So if I know that if I gave you 100,000 naira gift, let's say I want to get you to do something silly or crazy or wicked, and I gave you 100,000 naira gift. If I know that you would disregard both the 100,000 naira and me, I have to try another trick. So the problem is not that you owe them, is that you are also yourself susceptible. It's just you're probably not equipped. You don't have the means. Yeah. Or maybe you don't have the opportunity, but you're fit for function. Someone can set you up, and then the same thing, well, what is in them is also in you, but you just don't have capacity. Or maybe you're ignorant. So it's either you're like them or you're ignorant. So when they give you money to vote, you take the money, you vote. And 4 years later, no health insurance, no job, no security, no this one, no that one. You're just grateful to have Nigeria Info where you can call and vent. But you took the money.